My name is Anish Chandak, and I'm an independent financial consultant. Let's talk about how to open up a credit card. I know it can seem like a very daunting task, but we'll break it down into a few simple steps. The first thing you'll want to do is research all the different credit cards that could be available to you. There's some that have certain credit score requirements. There's some that have certain amount of interest rates. They have annual fees. They may also have other benefits like membership benefits or reward programs. So you'll really want to take a comprehensive assessment on what different credit cards are available to you, and then ultimately pick down through that which ones have certain benefits and restrictions that fit most with your lifestyle and your spending limits. The next thing you'll want to do is to make sure you know what your credit score is. A lot of the eligibility for certain credit cards is dependent on your credit score. So you'll want to find some type of online free resource that's able to give you a punch out of what your credit score is at that time, because that'll ultimately weed out which credit cards are not available to you and then give you a smaller set of cards to look at that you ultimately want to apply towards. Once you know what your set of credit cards are that you're eligible for and that also fit your lifestyle, the next thing you'll want to do is to put together all of your personal information that you'll need to fill out an application for that credit card. What some of this personal information looks like is simple things like your name, where you live, where you went to school, etc. But then you'll also need information like what your annual income is, or what your job title is, or what your living circumstances are, if you're married, not married, things like that. Another thing that you might need as part of gathering your personal information is seeing if someone will be able to co-sign with you for that credit card, because certain credit cards do require a certain amount of income that the individual has or a certain level of credit score or credit history. And if you yourself haven't built that up for yourself, you may need somebody else to come in and co-sign with you on that card. Co-signers are typically a family member or a relative who is in just a little bit more of a stable financial position that's able to vouch for you. Once you then know which credit cards you want to go after, you have all your personal information and a potential co-signer attached to you as well. Most credit card applications are now done online. So you'll just be able to navigate to the website for the credit card that you want to apply for, fill out all the information that they're asking using all the personal information that you've already gathered for yourself. And then pretty soon thereafter, sometimes instantaneously, actually even, you'll find out if you've been approved for that card. If you're approved, fantastic. You can move forward with the process of actually opening up the credit card. Sometimes your approval might be conditional, which basically means that the institution isn't saying no, but they just need a little bit more information from you before they can make that decision on whether they want to give you that card or not. And so when that happens, just follow through the instructions that they've provided and just give them the additional documents that they're looking for. You might be declined or you might be rejected from that credit card. By law, credit card companies are required to share why you were rejected from a credit card application. So when you do get that information back, just take a look at what didn't work for them and make a plan on how you can alleviate those problems moving forward, so that if and when you do decide to open up or reapply for that credit card again, you know that your standing will be in a much better position because you have taken in their feedback into account. These are all the things you can do to open up your own card. If for some reason you don't have a certain amount of credit score, if you don't have a certain amount of credit history already built up, there are other types of credit cards that you can take advantage of, and these are called secured credit cards. And basically those are like prepaid credit cards where you're giving a certain amount of security deposit to the bank in place beforehand, and that's used as the collateral as you use their card. Secured credit cards are their own category, and really like you can look into that as a separate option for you if a normal credit card doesn't work out for you. But overall, the process is pretty simple, and once you have that decision, you can decide how you want to move forward. Getting approved for a credit card is fantastic, but just know that owning and using a credit card does come with its own responsibilities. Don't take on too much debt. Make sure that you're paying your credit card payments on a monthly basis with no late fees. Make sure that you're not taking on too much debt. Make sure that you're paying your credit card payments on time, and make sure you're not doing anything that could put you and your financial situation into jeopardy. I wish you all the best for your credit card journey, and don't forget that we're here available to give you help and resources and guidance if you ever need it.